Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel, come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I actually just got through eating some tacos, but I'm still hungry, and I'm in a location where I can get more food, so. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, you magnificent bastard, you. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my my Not My God shirt. Yeah. I really like this shirt. It's just, like I said, it's very simple design, but very striking. What is Not My God, though? So, Not My God was past tense, because they're presently not collaborating on this project anymore. But it was a musical project conceived and produced by two guys, specifically Tim Skold and Nero, who are both individuals who are titans within the industrial music scene, have both been working in that capacity for quite a while, and they've already sort of collaborated in other projects, and they decided that this would be a thing that they did. Unfortunately, it was a little bit short-lived, and they actually only did one tour, but I did get to see them on that tour. I have videos of their performance on the channel in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I really do think that they're really something special. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? My gluttony, eh? So yeah, I just got through reviewing some Chipotle honey tacos from Chipotle. And you can watch that review. It's already, it's a thing. And the thing is that, like usually when I go to Chipotle, I get a burrito, right? Because it's a big-ass burrito. And that'll do me. Turns out that 3 Chipotle tacos won't quite do me. So, thing is, there's a couple other eateries right next to the Chipotle. One of which happens to be, boom, Poke Bros. And I had reviewed a couple things from Poke Bros in the past, and I figured, screw it, man. And, plus it was just kind of a nice contrast, from the tacos to, But what did I get? I got their, boom, their Hula Bowl. But what does their Hula Bowl consist of? It is shrimp, green onion, cucumber, crab stick, avocado, masago, OG sauce, sriracha aioli, and coconut ginger. Ooh. Sounds sexy to me. I got it with brown rice, and I got it with a little sesame seeds on it. And full credit to my server, because when we got to the toppings part, I was like, yeah, just get some sesame seeds. She's like, you sure you don't want, like, the toppings are the best part. She was adorable and made the whole experience better. So if she happens to see this, thank you. You made a very fine experience for me. So, and let's get a thing for the thing. I'm so happy that Poke Bowls are like a thing. Like, I love them. They're great. And I have reviewed other ones too, like supermarkets and other kinds of stuff. So let's get a thing for the thing here now. We'll go like this. It looks like that, and we'll just kind of go. Ha 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 ha! And what you do with Poke Bowl is you mix it all the hell up. First time I ever had a Poke Bowl, I watch a channel called Sorted Foods. Really good food channel if you're interested. And in that, one of the guys made a Poke Bowl to win a food challenge. And I'd never heard of it before. But I was very enamored with the idea. And it turns out that there were places by me that had it on, or that, had it on offer. At the time, Poke Bros was not a thing in my area, though. But now they are, and they're nice and convenient. So, let's go ahead. Let's get a whole thing. So yeah, you got that kind of shredded crab meat. I do wonder though, because of course famously crab meat is often artificial. It's like sashimi. I think that's what that is, or something like that. But it's like basically blended up fish. That's what I meant to say. This though actually does taste like crab meat, and I'm guessing what with them being an establishment as they are, they probably can't get away with that to the same extent. But I don't know. But it does taste like crab meat to me. Not the best crab meat I've ever had, but crab meat. Shrimp. Yeah, it's like a shrimp tail. It's not even really like a full shrimp, but it is meaty. And not the tastiest shrimp I've ever had. Definitely could use maybe a little color on it or something to give it a little something something, but it's not bad for what it is, I guess. It's just a little bit lacking. The sauces are definitely doing a good chunk of the work here, if we're being entirely honest. And that's kind of like, I like Poke Bros, because like I said, they are convenient, and they have very nice staff members. But I will say, having had like a real, like proper Poke Bowl from a place that makes Poke Bowls, yeah, the difference is night and fucking day, This is sort of the fast food equivalent. But, again, there's a convenience factor. I'm going to try to get like some... The rice tastes good. Cucumber's nice and fresh. Got a nice cucumber taste to it while still having a little bit of a bite. The avocado, I'm not the biggest avocado guy in the world. I like it to an extent. I like it in this, though. It offers up something a little bit extra. Let's try to get... And the thing with the sauces, because they're all blended together, of course, you're not really getting, like, super individual elements from them. I think one of them's like a sriracha sauce, right? Yeah, sriracha aioli. There's a little bit of that. There's no heat to it, but like there's a little bit of a sriracha flavor. There's also a coconut ginger. Maybe that's what like there's kind of a mild sweetness to it. Maybe that's what that is. Because it doesn't taste like coconut, probably because, again, everything is so mixed in. Not really getting much ginger, though. Like, there's no real... No, like, ginger hit. That's not bad, though. It's a lot of flavors, but, like, they do mesh well. It's just, obviously, you're not going to be getting the full experience from each individual one when you mix it all together. But, again, as long as they mix. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Like, again, I'm not going to go over there and blow smoke up Poke Bros' ass. They're not the best place for Poke Bowls if you want, like, a really, really nice Poke Bowl. But they operate in a similar capacity to Chipotle. Like, yeah, they're not the proper super upscale version of it, but relatively cheap. It's quick. They got the pre-made bowls ready. It's something that you can go with, and it is tasty. And I do like this I personally like this combination. I like the seafood element. I like the cucumber's nice. Like, it all just kind of works well. And really my biggest gripe would just be, again, the shrimp maybe aren't as flavorful as I would have liked. And the, like I said, I would have liked a little bit more personality from each of the individual sauces, but blended up together still work nicely. So I don't think it would be my go-to bowl from Poke Bros, but I'd get it again. I think the High Tide is probably my favorite. If I'm recommending it, though, I mean, look, depending on what your availability is, I wouldn't have Poke Bros as your first Poke experience if you can get, like, a really proper one, because, again, it's so much better. But, again, your availability might be what it is. in that case, Poke Bros are more than fine. And, like, they're fine as, like, a nice lunch option. You know, again, something a little bit different than a burger or a taco. It's there. And, you know, I've never had a bad experience with them. It all seems to be pretty well put together, and it is tasty. And in this instance, like I said, I think the flavors all play well together. You know, it's got some contrasting elements, but for the most part, everything blends nicely, but without becoming overly homogenous. You know, you're still getting some individual elements from, like, the crab and the cucumber and stuff. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly Pokemon-tastic rest of your life, because we had to do it. Da-na-na, Pokemon. I used to be able to do the Poke Rap. I can't anymore. Don't make me try. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be... You're going to try not to be the Poke Master. You're going to try not to be an asshole. I'll always try to be a Poke Master. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. It wasn't the Poke Rap, it was the Pokemon theme song. I never knew the Poke Rap all that well, but Pokemon theme song for sure. What's your favorite Pokemon? If you're into Pokemon at all, lots of people are. I still like Pokemon to a point. Hit me up in the comments, let me know. Even if it's like a weird one or something. I like Paris. It's not my favorite, but I do like Paris. Sandshrew is probably my favorite. Oh, Charmander's my boy, Cyndaquil.